Hey folks, this is Emmanuel Michael with the Credit Masters and National Credit Education Service. And in this video here, I'm going to show you how you can actually shift your credit score up to 80% in a tough economic time in less than 30 days. That's right, how you can actually shift your credit score up to 80% in tough economic times in less than 30 days, folks. Now, those of you who know me, been doing this for the last 7 years, folks, and we're always coming to you, bringing you great information on how you too can raise your game to the next level with credit. Now, if you don't know who we are, Credit Masters, we are a National Credit Education Service, folks. We're a 501c3 company licensed to operate in all 50 states. And basically what we do is we're going to assist you in removing all negative, inaccurate, erroneous, and obsolete items placed on your credit profile by TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And we do that by using a law called the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971. Now, that law states that the three reporting agencies must follow 320 plus laws per item before placing anything negative on your credit report. So anything on your report can come off by using the law, and because we use the law, once it's off permanently, you don't have to worry about it popping back on there again. Now, we're going to assist you in all your investigations and disputes and force the credit reporting agencies to follow the law. Now, what we do, folks, we break the credit report down into three major categories, and we actually set our challenges up according to how FICO has the system set up. Now, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you a very simple, easy way on how this thing is broken down. Now, the credit system is set up in 5 key components. 35% is paid as agreed. 30% are your balances or your credit limit. 15% is the length of credit history. 10% is the type of credit that you have, and another 10% are the inquiries that you have. Now, those of you who don't know what FICO means, FICO stands for Fair Isaac Corporation. Now, the credit reporting agencies are CRAs, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. The credit reporting agency gathers all the data together, compiles all the data together. Number one, they don't like each other, okay? They don't even work together. They're separate independent companies, just like a McDonald's or Sam's or Burger King or Walmart, any other company like that. They have no governmental power. All they do is just gather data, and they get paid off selling your information to lenders, okay? Where Fair Isaac Corporation or FICO, they actually put the system together that formulates and creates your score. Now, when you actually take a look at this formula, how this formula is broken down, this is what separates the Credit Masters and National Credit Education Service from a lot of other companies out there. We break the report down in 3 major categories: public records, collections, and trade lines. Well, public records, that's things like bankruptcies, tax liens, and that stuff doesn't add any value to your credit report, so we want to get that stuff deleted. Now, we're not a big deleting company, okay? And those of you who've been following me, you know my motto is traditional credit repair is a joke. That's right, traditional credit repair is a joke. So it's not about a bunch of deletion. But bankruptcies, tax liens, that stuff doesn't give your credit report any type of nourishment. So we want to get that stuff deleted. Then you have collection accounts. Collection account, those are things like hospital bills. They could be apartment complexes. They could be cell phone bills. That stuff doesn't give your credit report any type of nourishment either. So we want to get those things deleted as well. But where your scores come from are your trade lines, okay? That's like an automotive loan, mortgages, credit cards. These things, like those items like that, that's what's going to really raise your score. So we don't want to get that stuff deleted, okay? What we want to do, we want to challenge those items. We want to get them reversed to either show paid as agreed, never late. That's right, credit reversal, guys. This is what credit repair or credit restoration is all about. Not unlike a lot of those Cracker Jack, popcorn, microwave companies out there that, yeah, I said it, out there. And I'm sick and tired of these guys out here taking advantage of people, deleting a bunch of stuff off your credit report. And what you got to be careful is before you put your financial portfolio in somebody's hand, that they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. Because you can actually delete too much stuff off a person's credit report. Our philosophy is if they can delete the item, why won't they reverse it? If they can delete the item, why won't they reverse it? So it doesn't matter if you got a foreclosure. It doesn't matter if you got a repossession. They can reverse that item. So what we found out is if you take for an example, let's say you're taking foreclosure. A person may have a $200,000 home on their credit report, got foreclosed on, okay? Still showing a $200,000 balance, foreclosure on your credit report. Well, a person goes through our program or use this method here. Okay, 35% of your credit is paid as agreed. So if you actually take that foreclosure and you reverse it to show paid as agreed, you just increase that credit report by 35%. Now let's take a look at the other portion of this breakdown here with FICO, the balances. So if you reverse it, paid as agreed, never late, zero balance. But if you zero that balance out, you just raised it another 30%. Now we're at 65%. Okay. So you length the credit history. Let's say the house, you've had it for 2 to 5 years. Okay, 3 years. Okay, let's say 3 years you got it foreclosed, but 3 years we got it reversed. Okay, so now your length in credit history, that's 15% of your credit score. You just increase your length in credit history by 15% by reversing that account. Okay, the type of credit is 10%. So you actually can see, folks, where you can actually raise your credit score by 80% just according to how you set your arguments up, how you send your disputes in, how your process is set up. That's what we mean by raising your credit score up to 80% in tough economic times in less than 30 days. Okay, we've done it. We got documentation proof because we understand one thing: documentation beats conversation. And so these are some of the documentation right here. We've had student loans that have been laid on people's credit report. We've got those lace reverse. Okay, we take a look at the next page here. If you look at the next page here, we have on the credit report. Okay, here. You take a look at the next page here. Child support. Okay, derogatory item, child support on the credit report that's been deleted. That's right, folks, child support. You hear some people talking about child support can't be taken off. That's a lie. Child support can be taken off. What you got to understand is TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, there's no law that says they have to put this stuff on your credit report, okay? They have to follow rules and guidelines just like any other company corporation out there. And if they're not following those 300 plus laws, then that item can come off your credit report. Look over here. You see 4 deletion accounts, 4 collection accounts deleted, 5 public records, okay? Now we got these accounts here at the bottom showing paid as agreed. Folks, that's phenomenal to do a person's, when you be able to do surgery on a credit report like that, now you're bankable again. You can go out and get things again now, okay? Look at this. Paid as agreed, never late. 4 accounts been corrected. Capital One Bank. Paid previously showing late. It's showing now paid as agreed, never late. Ford Motor Credit, okay? Ford Motor Credit. Paid as agreed, never late. Now, what you got to be careful of, a lot of times you may send in, a lot of times what we found is we may send in the argument, the report may come back and it may show that it's been verified, okay? But when you look down at the heart of the credit report, you actually look at the heart of the credit report, you will see that it has been updated to paid as agreed, never late, okay? Once they said it was verified, they turned around, and that's called ambiguity, you know, having 2 meanings. They said it was verified, but then at the bottom, what did they do? They corrected it. Another account here, paid as agreed, never late, folks. And the list just keeps going on and on. Extracted from bankruptcy. We've actually had things in bankruptcy on the credit report that we've been able to take out of the bankruptcy and correct it on the credit report, okay? So these folks are not smart, okay? They're not smarter than you. Okay, what you got to realize, they're not smarter than you. We want to put the tools and insights in your hand so you can be ahead of the game. This right here, paid, never late. Here, extracted from the bankruptcy. Again, numerous documentation here. Deleted, deleted, deleted. Extracted from bankruptcy. See, we've taken this account here, extracted from the bankruptcy. It was previously included in the bankruptcy. We got it out of the bankruptcy, and we got it reversed. The adverse history got reversed to paid as agreed, never late. Folks, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal information. And if you want more information about that, you can give us a call at 888-503-1573. That's 888-503-1573. Inbox us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/creditmasters. And if you're in Jackson, Mississippi area, I want you to tune in every Tuesday from 6 o'clock to 6:30 on WMPR 90.1, 6 to 6:30. We're going to have a live show every Tuesday giving you tools and tips and strategies about credit. If you're not in the Jackson, Mississippi area, you can tune in online, folks, because we do operate in all 50 states at www.WMPR901.com. That's www.wnpr901.com. That's Mr. Charles Evers radio station. That's the brother of the great late Medgar Evers, folks. So definitely tune in. Appreciate your support. Hey, if you think for one time that you're out of the game, think again, folks. The Credit Masters are here for you. As always, our motto is the results are real.